back to the Circle Hub, where we review the Circle. And we're reviewing season 2, episode 11. My name is AA, and what goes around comes around in the Circle. And I'll be introducing our cast today, starting always from the bottom with Cowboy Skyler. It's nice to see you tonight.
Howdy, man.
Howdy. And then moving on over to Kayla.
Hi guys, this is Kayla, not from British Columbia.
Or Essex? Where's Essex?
England.
I'm not from there either.
I don't know why I
I'm not there either.
And then introducing the cast favorite, as always, April.
Hello, I'm April, and this is chess, not checkers.
It sure is. So, everybody, this episode starts with finishing up the blocking from the last episode. And ... Everybody, can I get a ...
Dot.
There's only 3 dots.
Dot.
Oh.
Do you want a dot?
Oh, you want in order? Okay, wait, go again.
Dot.
Oh, you go.
Dot.
Dot.
All right, so who got blocked?
And it was Cat. Cat gets blocked.
Can we please just take a second to just talk about how Trevor was like, I just wanted to block River. Right? Wait,
You can't. I'm giving everybody else points.
Yeah.
So, before you leave, you can meet a player. Oh, hold on. I still have to erase. Michaela, I got to take Cat off your team. Okay. All right. So, Cat goes to see Trevor, Delisa. Were you guys surprised by that choice?
I thought she would have went and saw Mitch.
Me too. So they have a surprising, and she's like, that's my husband. I'm his wife. Because she's like, are you the baby mama? But they have a good little conversation. And, Kat was calling everyone out. I think River's a catfish. Courtney's the Joker. This is that, right? She was just calling everyone out. Spills the tea about who she thinks the Joker is and what all he said about Chloe. And they spend some time strategizing about how Trevor can move forward. So, what thoughts do y'all have about how this conversation went down?
I think it was good strategy-wise for Trevor. I think it was good information, and it was really accurate for the most part. So, I think it was good.
I just would hate for him to align himself with someone who may not be around. You know, Mitch has been in the bottom, is Trevor going to be just him pushing Mitch up to be an influencer? You know,
I think Mitch is the wrong person to have an alliance with. Just because he doesn't have an active alliance anymore, his only person just got voted out. Trevor should just stay with Chloe, and then once you're good with Chloe, you're good with Courtney, and you're good with River. He's choosing
but it's
the wrong
already become quite obvious that Courtney and River are going to be like together till the end. So yeah, Trevor definitely teaming up with Chloe is a very good move. But in regards to teaming up with Mitchell, what other choice? Because you have John, but John's kind of they're playing. I don't know. I feel kind of like John as I did about Lance. But I think that it is a good choice, and I don't think he really has Courtney and River. I don't think would team up with Trevor in the end.
So Trevor sits back and really starts trying to figure out how to break up the Courtney and River two-team alliance. And at this time, they get a newsfeed update from Kat to show that she was a real person. She was genuine. But in her message, she talks about, she went wrong and just make sure the messy queens don't get the tea because they'll spill it. That alludes to a two-headed snake. And Courtney says something here that I wrote down. And he's like, we weren't snakes. We were just being loyal to our alliance. And I really kind of felt that too. So, how do you guys feel about how Kat's message came across?
Messy.
Well, I think everyone understood it except for Chloe.
Yes, so we will talk about that here in just a moment. So after that, it goes to the circle chat, right, where everybody gets to talk about it. And this chat was just so crazy to me. Like, this has been the craziest after chat that I think we've seen so far. And Chloe says, I'm actually dying to see who has two heads in here.
Laughing face.
Laughing face. And I wrote down, I don't know, this chat was just so crazy. Even River was like saying, I'm a messy queen, right? Like calling himself out. And you have Courtney telling him, hush, stop talking, River. So I don't know, but tell me how you guys feel about just how they were responding to Kat's message.
I feel like we see a different side of River in this episode. Like the response that River put, I thought it was just a little bit surprising. Because River plays like the nice guy all the time. And like in this one, it seems like he's more going towards like that salty, like, oh, as a hashtag messy queen. I mean, I think the pettiness is coming out in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
He is definitely getting a little bit more. Is bold the right word to use? Because, for so many episodes in the beginning, he really watched like how he said and what he said, and he's kind of quiet. But here you're really seeing his, and I think he's just I also feel like he's just enjoying the game and he's taking it with a grain of salt too. But I do feel like he's being a little bit more bold in the things that he's saying.
Getting a lot more comfortable.
Yeah. Where is that? Mm-hmm.
And it may hurt him in the end.
For sure. So then Chloe, while she was working out, decides to private message John because she goes to a psychic all the time. And this is one thing in the 10 days that she's been in the show that she's been missing. She didn't get to reach out to her psychic. So she decides to reach out.
Was this just a coincidence that they already had the cards and everything on the table before she reached out?
I think that was planned.
Yeah, because I mean, like they already had like everything on the table.
I have to say, out of this entire season, this conversation has to be one of my favorite conversations that Chloe has because she just completely gives up on working out and she's just like playing with the big ball and she's like, really?
She's like, it is.
I can't see them.
I feel like this episode, a lot of through it, especially up to this point, I'm just sitting here like, Chloe.
She's so dumb, but it works for her.
So she said, and I wrote down again, Chloe, okay? And she said, he's definitely a psychic because he knows all the right words. He knows the psychic words such as Capricorn. And I'm just like shaking my head like, Chloe, you are so dumb. And then she's like, go ahead.
The problem with Chloe is like the first few episodes. Oh my gosh, she got on my nerves. She's just dumb. But then there in the middle, she was strategizing. She was like thinking. She was putting 2 and 2 together and getting 4. And now she's back to getting 5. I don't understand. I don't get it.
I think whenever she's presented with she has to make a decision, she uses sound judgment. I really think she does. But all the rest of the time, I just feel like she's just there. And she was like, I'll have to know that this is meant for me based on how specific he gets with me. And I hope he tells me what I need to do. And John's like, maybe people's actions, look at their actions more than their words. And she's like, oh, yes. Now that is good one.
I can't see them though. I can't see anyone's
How
actions.
do I watch their actions if I can't see them? I'm sorry, but she just drove.
Hey, that workout though on that elliptical, that looked fun.
Uh-huh.
Oh, when she was standing 2 feet on one and she was just doing this.
Yeah.
I turned to Sam because she watches it with me. I turned to her. I was like, is she even exercising anymore?
Okay, so Joe
gave up.
was like, oh, that could be working something. And I'm like,
Your forearms.
that's what Joe was like.
So then it cuts over to River decides to private message Courtney. And really in this message, I just got that, they're on the same page. They recognize that Mitchell is dangerous. If he's not talking to me and he's not talking to you, he's talking to someone, so that's a problem. So for me, I just took from it that they really are in sync and on the same page.
And I like how they strategize, like even in the conversation, like they were like, oh, kind of like how they did in the, like when they go to the influencer chat, where they're like, oh, what do you think about this person? Oh, well, what do you think about this person? I feel like there's obviously a lot more chats between Courtney and River that go very much like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good duo. I don't like Courtney though still.
Okay. So then, Trevor wants to kind of come back and wants to kind of get on the same page with Mitchell. So he private messages Mitchell and they kind of start discussing the Courtney River situation, and they are also getting on the same page. And they create their plan to get Chloe to trust Mitchell and then bring her in for the trifecta.
They concocted the plan, or Trevor.
I mean, Trevor gets credit for it, in my opinion, but they were having this discussion, and they were.
The one thing I loved about that whole conversation is that one of the message, Trevor was like, "Hey, bro, get a pen, get some paper, write this down, and this is what we're gonna happen." Okay, so Mitch gets his paper, he has his pen, but the entire time he's just like, "Yeah, that's smart. Let's do that," and he never writes anything down. And he's like jumping on his couch, and he's like, "That's the best plan. That's the best. Yes, yes." Why are you not writing it down? He done told you to write it down, Mitchell.
Because Mitchell is a smart dude, okay? He's got many a smackaroos. And he knows to, 1, get Chloe on my side. 2, make her join the trifecta. 3, block Courtney or River. Like, it's not hard. He got it.
He ain't got it.
There's more to Mitchell than just his looks.
I will say between
Yeah.
Mitchell and John, Mitchell will probably follow directions a little bit better.
True that.
John has 2 brains.
Does he really though? 'Cause I feel like
No.
one brain is just like following the other brain,
I never said they were good. I just said he had
Yeah,
compared to Mitch. I'm just telling, like, Mitchell, like, he has shown that all you gotta do is give him like 3 compliments and he's on your side. He don't care.
But he
So-
still teaches things. He's still smart.
So here's my thing. Here's my question to you guys. If you had to choose to be in an alliance with Courtney and River and
Courtney.
Trevor and Mitchell, which way you going?
Courtney.
I'm guessing you're going Trevor and Mitchell.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go with Courtney and River.
Just say it. Just say it.
Okay. So strategically, I
No,
mean,
just say-
Courtney and River have shown time and time again, that like they're going to continue going. But I think that everybody's going to start noticing that. So for that reason, I'm going with Trevor and Mitchell.
Okay. Good to know.
Do
So
you
then,
like losing? Or is that like,
Listen, I have hope until the very end. Okay. Don't make me change your poster. I still got it.
so then we have to play a game every episode ish. And this time it's the Circle Awards. So they all get a red carpet and they all get dressed up and dolled up. And do you guys realize that Chloe is the last girl standing?
mhm.
Yeah.
I
did
just
today.
realized in this episode, I was like, wow, she really is the only girl standing that's left. So they all get dolled up.
Did y'all see that Jack's pants, that he's so tall that his pants didn't touch his shoes?
Look, hold on. Did y'all see that when they showed Jack, and then when they were showing Lisa, Jack is so tall his head was cut off the frame? Just like that! It looked just like that!
But did you also see how dirty Jack's room was and that there were some whitey tidies rolled up in the middle of the floor when they cut across?
No.
You
Why
have
are
to
you
go-
judging?
It was just great.
Did y'all also see that Chloe's dress didn't fit? Which what I don't understand is she is so small. Why would they not be able to get her a dress that fits?
Well, maybe she couldn't get it zipped up. It might have fit, but who's gonna zip it up for her?
Production.
The random people in the hallways telling them when to walk.
I think Delisa playing Trevor actually looked very nice in her tuxedo, and so did Mitchell.
Yeah, I think they looked nice. I did write down as a possible entry line for me for this episode we are looking fit, feeling fly, and we are ready. I did write that down. That's what River said when he was getting ready. So they get started and they start by honoring their fallen heroes.
Y'all know what I wrote down?
What did you write down?
Breathe.
I was
Oh,
gonna say
Bryant.
Bruce.
Oh, Bryant. You wrote that down?
You
You
wrote,
wrote it down?
look like a Fred.
And so they talk about Brian, they see Savannah, they see Tara Alicia,
Boo.
they see Emily and Lance, and that was it, right?
Yeah.
So the first award is the sexiest award. How could these men not give Chloe that award? Which they did. But I'm just saying, like, of course, why would they not give it to the one woman? The next award was the comedy award. Goes to Courtney. Best performance award went to Mitchell. And the Lifetime Achievement Award for kissing ass went to Mitch and River. Talk to me about how y'all thought these awards were awarded. Do you agree? Disagree?
Mitchell needs to get out of his feels, I feel like.
He was so butthurt.
And it's not a good look on him, especially not in the chat. And I think somebody said something about it too. It's just didn't look good.
I don't understand, why did they all choose him for the best performance?
That was River. I feel like River and Courtney kind of were teaming up on him a little bit, because every time it was like for the two, both River and even River, when he got the Kiss Ass award, was like, oh, I didn't want to be sharing this with you, Mitchell, but he voted for Mitchell.
I just don't understand what was the best performance? What were they voting about? You know what I mean?
I think it was your own interpretation of what that meant.
And I know you only have so many people to vote for, and you can't vote for yourself, and you really don't know. I would have picked John just because he's a psychic. He's performing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I would have taken it if I was in there.
I mean,
a lot
I
of
think
people
they
look at
all
it
went
as
like
fake.
I think they all went like a petty route,
Mhm.
and I would have done the same thing.
Thank you, Cowboy Skylar.
I think I would have who I thought was doing the best performance, like who I thought was a catfish and was doing the best performance. That's probably who I would have chosen. So I thought it was funny how because I think it was Kayla that just said it about how Mitch just really took it so personally and so seriously, whereas like on the lifetime achievement for kissing ass award, like River was like, oh, this is my award, this is going to be given to me. He was already laughing about it. And he was good. Mitch was freaking out. And then Mitch even went so far and hard as to decline the award because there's other people out there who deserve it more than me. So I just thought this was a very telling of kind of how comfortable they felt, right? So Mitch definitely feels like he's being came after, and River, again, just feels very comfortable with where he's at.
Yeah. The safety is definitely off, and they're all taking shots at everybody.
Mm-hmm. So one of the steps, I didn't say all the steps in the right order, but for the trifecta plan, but one of the steps was for
You
Trevor.
know why you didn't? Because you didn't write it down.
Oh my gosh, I knew you were going to say that. I was just hoping it didn't get by. But one of the steps was for Trevor and Mitchell.
Why are you wearing a hat?
Sorry, guys, I just got found out. Nothing.
Where's your hat?
You gotta change your name now to DJ Skylar.
Thank you, ma'am.
You want me to put this in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
My wife's home.
I was about to say your wife must have come home. Y'all saw how quick that hat changed.
I didn't even see it come off. It was just like, oh.
It was like this. She gonna make her first appearance on our show?
She's just staring at me. That's all.
All right. Well, Cowgirl Sam, we asked Skylar. Can you hear me, Sam?
Sam, come here. Your sister-in-law's talking to you.
What's up?
Hey, Cowgirl Sam. So what happened was Skylar was wearing this hat, and his name is Cowboy Skylar. And we all were like, hey, why are you wearing that hat? Did you just get it at the bazaar? And he informed us that he's had that hat a while. It's just that his wife won't let him wear it. But she's not home right now. She went to go get us dinner. So it was like as soon as we saw him like look up at you, all of a sudden the hat comes off. Because he's not allowed to wear the hat.
You can wear it. I'm just not going to be looking at you. It's fine.
She's never gonna look at you again.
Wow.
But why did the glasses have to come off?
They do a glare on the screen.
Oh.
I want people to see my beautiful browns.
Your poo bag?
Go away.
Rude. Well, maybe turn off the Wi-Fi.
Has she shut the door yet?
She did.
You can put your other hat back on now. She won't know.
I was going to. Thank you.
All right. So, anyways, so Trevor and Mitchell does not want Courtney and River to know that they're coming for them. right? So Trevor decides to private message River. How do y'all think this conversation went?
Hold on, we have to back up.
Okay.
There was an after party.
Oh
There
yeah.
was-
And I tell you, I haven't been a big Jack fan, but that boy can dance.
I'm telling you, he's funny.
I
He
think he was the
does the
best.
same dance every time.
No, he did not.
It's the weird leg thing from Fortnite. Marcus can do it.
I just want to be standing outside that apartment building when they have an after party.
Because you can see you can see them all in a row.
Yeah, and it looked like they had the lights like on the balcony going too.
What keeps them from going out to the balcony and going,
The fact that they'll get kicked off the show and lose $100,000.
would they though?
Yes, you break the
Maybe
rules.
balcony is locked.
Huh?
Maybe the balcony is locked.
So, in another show that I watched that's kind of similar to this, they have rules, and one of the rules is if you're a have not, you can't eat regular food. And there was a contestant that refused to abide by that rule and ate a bunch of watermelon, and now they can't have watermelon in the house. Just so y'all know, it's a very similar show. But let's talk about this conversation with Trevor and River.
Okay.
How do y'all think that went? Yeah, that's what my notes say. I was just curious to see if y'all said anything different. I just
write
wrote down
anything
Trevor
down.
River. Huh?
I didn't write anything down.
I didn't either because it was. I think like River sitting here like I think he is just trying to make sure I'm still on his side, and he said that we're in a, I love you sometimes and I hate you sometimes, but I still got to stick with my Kardashians. So I think it was just one of those let me just check in with you kind of conversations, and I don't think either one of them really did get anything from it and didn't really benefit either of them. So then we see Mitchell go into the step 2, which was to get Chloe on his side. And so he privates message Chloe, and he knows he has to talk about something personal. And so he decides to use his virgin status as his personal thing to get her on his side. So what are y'all's thoughts on how this conversation went down?
I mean, I still don't believe he's a virgin. But I believe that Chloe believes that he's a virgin.
Yeah,
Simply
because he stopped flirting with her. No wonder.
She's like, that's why.
And she even
Oh.
said in the votes earlier when she gave him one of those bad votes, she was like, because he friend zoned me. And
Yeah.
then later she was like, oh, that's why. And so now she's okay with him because she thinks, he's just a virgin.
Because
And
it couldn't have
that's
been. It couldn't have been It couldn't have been her. You know what I mean?
But that's not true either. It couldn't have been that because Trevor said, bro, that's my girl.
But she doesn't know that conversation
I
happened.
know, that's what I'm saying.
And in her mind, I didn't do nothing wrong. It couldn't have been me.
Men flirt with me all the time. What's wrong with you?
Exactly.
But I think Mitchell definitely did the job because at the end she was like, I feel like Trevor's my boyfriend and Mitchell is my brother. Did I do it right?
Yeah. Sounded really good.
Really good.
So then, so I mean, it ends really well. I mean, he got his point across, and she's really, those are my boys, right? So then they get an alert, that the final blocking will be tomorrow. And if you survive, you will get to go, you will be a finalist, and you will have the chance to win $100,000.
Dun, dun, dun.
And that was the episode. The whole episode. I
So
don't
how many
understand.
people's left? 6?
Huh?
How many people's left? 6?
2, 4, 6.
So they vote out 1, so the final is 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so because there's only 2 episodes left,
I'm guessing it goes to the final 5, and then they vote out 2 more people, and then you'll have the final 3 for the final episode.
So we think they're going to get rid of 2 people next episode? Because we only have 2 more episodes. So if the final blocking's tomorrow, that means we got to see tomorrow who's going home so the whole last episode can be the finalist episode.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But typically when we do a blocking, they hang us on it and we don't get to see the blocking till the next episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then maybe it is final 5 in the last episode.
I think they're gonna throw a curveball in there somewhere.
it's probably going to be like 5 goes to the finals, but like the first half, they're getting rid of 1 or 2, and then the second half is the top.
Mm-hmm.
How long is the final episode? Is it the same duration
40.
as all the other ones?
It's 47 minutes.
Oh, okay.
How do you know? Have you looked at the final episode already?
No, but every episode's been 47 minutes.
Well,
Oh,
that's one thing. Sometimes for finals, they'll do like an hour or something like that.
a little bit longer. Yeah.
To be able to get
Okay. I think this is something we can take bets on. We give Michaela needs a few more points. So why don't we take a bet on how many people they're going to send home in the next episode?
All
say 2.
together?
All together in the next episode in the blocking.
I vote 1.
Well, you're saying in the next blocking, I'm going to say 1, but in the whole episode, I'm going to say
I'm saying on episode 12, how many people are going home?
1.
Wait. Skylar says 1. Michaela?
2.
2 and 2. Do any of y'all know where that's from?
No. Aliens.
Alien.
You cheater.
Love Connection. We'll be back in 2 and 2.
Oh, Love Connection.
What does that mean?
Is it from one of those movies? Is that what?
No, Love Connection is an old dating game show, and Chuck Woolery was the host. And every time they went to commercial, he'd be like, "We'll be back in 2 and 2."
Oh, is it the
Remember-
one where they would like block the people, and the guys would be on the side, and the girl would be on the side?
No, that was the dating game.
Oh.
It was where you went on a date with 3 different people, and then you come, and then you had to pick one to go on another date with.
That sounds like it would be a good show now.
Because they'll be back in 2 and 2.
But what does that mean?
Back then, you had things called commercials.
But what does 2 and 2 mean?
2 minutes and 2 seconds. They would be back in 2 minutes and 2 seconds.
Oh, okay.
That's a long commercial break.
Yeah, that's a long commercial.
Yeah. Are we gonna do
Kids
posters?
nowadays. Off
Like
topic. Jay says we're off topic.
All right. I think. Oh, this is so hard. Okay. I actually think.
She's gonna put a 1/2.
No, I was actually going to say, I'm actually thinking about writing down 0. That we're not going to find out who goes home to the beginning of the last episode. Because that's what they've done all season. They've hung us.
Oh,
I don't think so.
okay.
No,
Do you think we'll actually see
I don't
them
think
go
they have
home?
time to do that. Do they?
If they say the bottom 2 go home or 2 people go home, then they'll have the whole episode to finish out the finalists because it's not going to be the same.
Just pick a number so we can show our posters.
Okay, I'm going to go 0. I'm going to say nobody actually goes home on the next episode. They'll tell us who goes
Wait.
home on the.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Did we take a vote on who we thought was gonna go home this past episode?
Yeah, we did. I gave points for that already.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Everybody but me.
It was somebody was talking about something. Well, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to give points while y'all do that. So a point update is Skylar and AA have 9. April has 7. Michaela has 5. Players on your teams, because we don't have any more new players, so what you got is what you got, is Skylar has Chloe, I have Trevor and Courtney, April has River John, Michaela has Mitchell. Those are our current teams. Okay, so how are we doing the poster? So last episode, we got to see the team, we got to see the contestants make posters to vote for something or another. So we are going to do posters for each other. So who's going to go first?
I'll
I
go
will
first.
go first.
Oh,
Oh,
April go
April.
first.
I had Kayla.
Gia loves
Vote for Kayla. She loves you.
that. I do. I
Very
love
good.
Not much rhymes with Kayla. I hope you know that. He loves you with grass and sunshine because you are the sunshine into our lives.
Aw. Well, April, I think that we were like great minds think alike because I also did sunshine and green grass. But mine says vote Skylar asterisk for a beautiful, and that's not a tree where there was not an A, tomorrow. And this is Skylar, and it says CAP for his job. I didn't want people to know. And it has his glasses. And then and then here's our mansion, because you guys don't know this, but if you guys vote for Skylar, he'll buy everybody a mansion. Heart window. And then also the asterisk says, if you don't vote for Skylar, you can vote for Kayla. She's prettier.
Am I SpongeBob?
SpongeBob.
So I don't know how to draw, but when I was in school, somebody taught me that if you write the word boy in lowercase, that you can make a head that looks like a little boy. And so I did that. Then I make the body. But if you notice, the arms I kind of gave up on. So anyway.
So, okay. I cheated. I'm not gonna lie, because I did not draw it out.
And you're probably the
because
best drawer out of all of us.
Well, I forgot about the poster until somebody mentioned it about 30 minutes before we were supposed to be on here.
Wow.
And so I just did it on my phone real quick.
Wow.
But you ready?
Yeah.
It says a vote for AA is a wish come true. Because a shooting star. And then that's her face right there on the shooting star.
Creative.
With your face in the middle.
But hold on, I had to find that picture, and it's a picture of her and Johnny originally, and I couldn't crop her body because his hands were on her shoulder, and it just once I cropped him out, it just looked like she had sausages on her shoulder, so it was weird. So I had to take the face only.
Wow. Okay. All right. And here's mine. It says, vote for April and peace. Breathe in love and breathe out hate. And this is April. And that's
I
her
love
peace.
the lips. Hashtags lips. Yes.
Lip goals.
Yes.
A question: Is your peace sign upside down,
I don't know.
or have I never seen a peace sign before?
You tell me. I thought
Flip
It was
it.
peace.
Turn it upside down.
she
Upside
also,
down.
everybody, she is also a member of the Yellowstone. That's what that is. Oh, see, I didn't know. But I thought this was a pretty accurate drawing of her.
Is she wearing pearls?
Yep. And that's a purple shirt. I know you can't tell, but it is. It's like a purple.
I have no neck.
Yeah, you do. Look,
Mama, it's just because you're white.
You're
Because I'm white.
and the background's white. So,
Did you give her
okay.
bottom eyelashes?
yeah. I wanted to make sure her eyes were open.
Hey, but those eyebrows on fleek though.
All right, y'all. So we're getting down to the nitty gritty. I will tell you, would one of you like to volunteer to host the next episode? I say that because it's my son's 15th birthday and I will be making him dinner and dessert. And I'm hoping to be done by 8, but just in case I'm not done, he comes first.
That's good.
Skylar,
Yeah.
you're being voluntold to do that.
I'm washing my hat that day.
You're going to wash your car in the rain
Yeah,
that day?
yeah, actually.
That
I'm building a treehouse that day, actually.
that Terry Clark song came to mind.
I can try. There are no promises. I will let you know tomorrow. Because my job is being audited, so I have to make sure that I'm gonna have time.
So what you're saying is we all need to take really good notes just in case April has to host it.
First of all, the last time that I was voluntold to host the show, I had really awesome notes.
That's why I was volunteering.
Yes.
That's why I was volunteering you again.
I might dress up as like a police officer that day. I don't know. Maybe. I'll try.
But
that would
you're
be-
going to watch the episode anyway, so while you're watching it, just write down some notes.
I always forget I can pause it. That's my problem. I always forget that I can pause the show because otherwise it's me like writing down a sentence and then like I've lost 30 seconds of a whole conversation.
Do you have 99 problems, but forgetting that you don't have a pause button is not one of them?
No, Mom. I'm like River. I have 100 problems.
Because that is my 100th problem.
I will take notes. And Skylar, if you cannot host it, I will host it.
All right.
Up to the backup and the backup.
Are we getting a point for our drawings?
Oh yeah.
How can we vote on drawings? I vote for mine.
Hold on. I got it.
Vote for yourself.
Hold on. Wade.
I think that's definitely rigged if you use your own kid.
He won't pick me.
Also,
Promise.
I have an idea. We can vote on here, or we could take pictures and send them to you, Ashley, and you can put them on Facebook and let people vote.
Okay. But
That's
until
a
you
good
do that.
idea. Vote for your favorite.
Take a picture, send it to me. I'll put a poll on YouTube and on Facebook.
But Wade's vote definitely.
With that said, we need you to subscribe, like, comment.
Yeah, what she said. Okay. All right. Until Wednesday. Peace, love, and harmony. Don't forget to breathe in and out.
See ya.
Bye. See, why is the peace sign like this if people go like this?
Oh my God.
Okay, say, love y'all, bye.
See you. Bye.